Any tips on staying humble? Wow, it's a good question. I think one of the most important things is to express gratitude. So I'll give you an example. Something that's helped me a lot is when, and welcome in Imperium Bubba. When I feel that maybe God is not showing up how I'd like him to show up, I can remind myself of times where he did show up. And I have a near photographic, I don't know. I have a very, very, very good memory. I would consider it a photographic memory. Not as photographic as some others, but definitely very strong. So I can use that for a lot of things. I can rehearse times where I messed up or something like that. But when I rehearse, this is how God came through for me. Like I remember one of my school projects, I was a junior in high school, and I had some really good friends in that class that did not want me to fail. And so I had this project, and even though I was very behind on it, they helped me with getting it done, and that was a blessing from the Lord. These wonderful friends that looked out for me and helped me out. So that right there, I can like take that, sit on that, remember that. I can connect that with scripture, like Proverbs 27:17 about iron sharpens iron, so man sharpens the countenance of his friend. I can remember that Christ is my friend. You know, gratitude is like way up here. And gratitude has to do with knowing, because it's something that already happened, right? I read this pretty recently. I'm trying to remember where I read it, but it's just like gratitude is like the highest thing because it's like has to do with knowing. So I express gratitude all the time now for my future wife, for this stream and all the people that will follow the stream later, because I know that God is going to come through in those ways. So I express gratitude for it right now, and that is humbling to me because I don't know how he's going to do it. So I think a lot of it's a personal thing, but for me, looking at ways that God has shown up in my life, that's made a big difference, because that requires going down memory lane, and a lot of times memory lane is a lot brighter when we kind of just jump in with that gratitude, man. Like there's so many ways God has shown up in my life, so many, and I need him to keep showing up because he's told me some big stuff is coming up, you know? It says in Romans 8:18, I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in us, and I'm going to die, aren't I? So that's some quick thoughts, Imperium. Hopefully that's